Ron Howard has always been the calm center of chaos, a director known for dignity, restraint, and kindness. But when he was asked about the darker side of the business that raised him, his expression changed. "You wouldn't believe what those legends did when the cameras stopped," he said quietly. To Ron, the golden age of Hollywood wasn't golden at all. It was a world built on silence, cruelty, and exploitation, a world where fame excused everything. The same actors who shaped America's dreams also destroyed countless lives behind closed doors. And now, decades later, Ron Howard is willing to say their names. Pause. Slow montage of golden-era Hollywood clips fades in. Before we dive deeper into Hollywood's darkest secrets, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a story like this. Every week we explore untold tales from cinema's golden era and beyond. Errol Flynn, the devil behind the smile. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling hero of Captain Blood and Robin Hood, captured hearts worldwide. But off-screen, he was something far darker, a manipulative predator shielded by fame. By 1942, two teenage girls, Peggy Satterley and Betty Hansen, accused Flynn of statutory rape. The trial made headlines, dividing America. Flynn laughed through testimony, mocking the charges as if his stardom made him untouchable. Warner Brothers hired elite lawyers. Fans camped outside the courthouse. And studio executives secretly silenced witnesses. He was acquitted, yet his arrogance only grew. Letters later revealed he bragged about his conquests and mocked those who feared him. Ron Howard described Flynn's story as the blueprint for Hollywood's moral decay, a reminder that charm can hide cruelty and fame forgives nothing in the end. Kirk Douglas, the man who couldn't stop fighting. Born Iser Daniel Danilovich in 1916 to poor immigrant parents, Kirk Douglas rose through sheer willpower. By the time Spartacus made him a global icon, he had fame, money, and respect. Yet behind the scenes, Douglas had a violent temper that never turned off. Crew members described him as impossible to please, prone to sudden explosions of anger. Actress Deborah Padet once said, "He didn't just want to dominate a scene, he wanted to dominate everyone in it." Whispers of his behavior toward women persisted for decades, including allegations involving rising star Natalie Wood. Howard, who studied Douglas's performances as a young filmmaker, reflected, "There's a kind of rage under that smile, the kind that eats a person alive." Even when accepting an honorary Oscar in 1996, Douglas was a performer outrunning his own demons. Beneath the applause lay the truth. Some legends built their legacy on fear, not brilliance. Faye Dunaway, the queen of cruelty. Faye Dunaway represented a different kind of darkness, cruelty wrapped in beauty. From Bonnie and Clyde, 1967, to Chinatown, 1974, she seemed untouchable. Behind the brilliance, her cruelty whispered across the industry. Crew members spoke of tantrums, endless demands, and assistants treated as disposable. Director Frank Perry considered quitting due to her violent outbursts, throwing objects, screaming and halting filming until perfection was achieved. By the 2000s, her reputation caught up. Directors refused to work with her. Howard described her obsession. She chased perfection so hard, she forgot compassion. Dunaway's downfall was slow. A stark warning, talent without empathy eventually destroys itself. John Wayne, the tyrant of the West. Few figures towered over Hollywood like John Wayne, the embodiment of rugged masculinity. To millions, he was the fearless cowboy, the soldier, the man's man. But behind that image, the reality was far darker. He ruled film sets with intimidation, belittling women, mocking indigenous actors, and dismissing black performers. His infamous 1971 Playboy interview revealed his ideology. Native Americans were selfishly keeping land. Black people were not responsible for self-governance, and films needed men, not whiners. Ron Howard once reflected, "It's terrifying because you can't tell where the role ends and the man begins." Even weakened by cancer, Wayne never apologized. His story became a cautionary tale. Power built on prejudice doesn't age into wisdom. It curdles into bitterness. Roman Polanski, The Exile of Shame. Roman Polanski, visionary director of Rosemary's Baby and The Pianist, saw early fame and tragedy. But in 1977, his life took a dark turn, arrested for the sexual assault of 13-year-old Samantha Gay Before sentencing, he fled to France, escaping justice. Hollywood was divided. Some condemned him, others defended him as a tortured artist. In 2003, when he won the Oscar for The Pianist, Howard refused to stand. He said, "Hollywood forgives anything, as long as the lighting is good." For Howard, Polanski's story symbolized everything wrong with the Golden Age, brilliance existing alongside evil, unchecked by morality. Mickey Rooney, the smile that lied. Mickey Rooney, Hollywood's first true child superstar, captured America's heart through the Andy Hardy films. But behind that grin was a man consumed by bitterness. He married 8 times, gambled away millions, and humiliated those who loved him. Judy Garland, his closest friend at MGM, said, "He could make you laugh one moment and destroy you the next." By the 1960s, addiction, bankruptcy, and scandal followed him. When he died in 2014 at age 93, his estate was worth less than $20,000. Howard reflected, "He made the world laugh while he was dying inside." Perhaps that is the saddest evil of all, when pain turns into performance and no one notices. For Ron Howard, these stories were never about revenge, they were warnings. Hollywood's golden age wasn't made of gold. It was built on silence, exploitation, and broken lives hidden behind fame. The scariest monsters aren't in horror films. They're the ones the spotlight protects, Howard once said. Which of these 6 legends shocked you the most, the predator, the tyrant, or the smiling liar? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Hollywood's hidden truths, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell to join us for more stories that reveal the secrets behind cinema's greatest legends.